Hello, this is my ethics assignment, which is based on the Copyright Infringing File Sharing Amendment Act 2011, which is a part of the New Zealand law. First of all, what is it? What is the Act? The Act is an amendment to the Copyrights Act 1994, which came into force on the 1st of September 2011. Some of the reasons for the amendment was to provide owners of copyrighted work such as movies, TV shows, and music a quicker and easier way to penalise people infringing copyright through online file sharing. Basically, it was to crack down on the peer-to-peer file sharing. What this means is that if a piece of copyrighted material is downloaded through an internet connection, that the copyright holder can find the account holder of that internet connection through their ISP. The way this works out is that if the copyright holder notices that an ISP downloaded something, they will then send them a notice. If the ISP picks up an illegal download, it will notify the copyright holder and then send a notice to the internet user. Either way, the internet user will get a notice. So, is this new act effective at the present time? According to this article that I found online, which was published by the National Business Review on the 11th of June 2012, apparently not. This article states that some of the reasons for this being not effective is that the Act does not take into account hotspots, shared IP addresses, and also the legal file sharing that is done. The ISPs would have to search millions of lines of logs to try and find out who is transferring that particular data at that particular date and time. This applies when a copyright holder makes the claim. To receive 3 notices, they must all be from the same copyright holder and ISP. Each body here is separate. Say for example Peter Jackson sends you a notice. Then you download a movie from Warner Brothers, this would count as another number 1 notice. Or if you changed ISP, the count would once again reset. So, how can they pinpoint the exact person that downloaded the copyright files? For example, imagine a hotspot. These are just a few. Hospitals, schools, and libraries. These are all places that a lot of people use one internet connection to download. So if illegal downloads would happen, who would get caught? The hospitals, the schools, and the libraries. So, is this fair on the people that would have to pay out for the fine while someone gets away with free downloads like a thief in the night? But let's change scene now and say you do receive an infringement notice. What happens now? Now, the 3 strike rules apply to you. You can receive up to 3 notices, 2 which will be warnings, and the 3rd one which can be of a fine up to $15,000. This is almost one of the only laws which you are guilty until proven innocent. So unless you can prove you didn't do it, you are going to pay the consequences. After all these facts, I think it is best to look at both sides of the story and justify the fors and the against of this act. So, some arguments for could be that it is to stop copyrighted material being downloaded for free, help the creative industries get an income from the works so they may continue creating further work, and prevent something that is illegal to do anyway. Some arguments against the act could be that the government is unable to police effectively, wrong person could be prosecuted, and not all peer-to-peer downloading is illegal. So, what could be some possible solutions to this act? Before creating an act, if the government consulted an ISP and created a plan together, this would be more effective as expert knowledge could be used to find a better way to catch people out, and the ISPs would be more involved. A miracle could happen and we as people could stop downloading material illegally. Cheaper content. Making things cheaper might bump up sales and make people just pay for it instead. And last but not least, we could teach people about the effects that illegal downloading has on the creative industry, such as loss of profit and missing out on the sequel you so wanted to see be made. So wrapping up my presentation, I would like you to remember It is unethical to download content illegally and will cause you to break New Zealand Computer Society standards as well as the law. If your company is part of the New Zealand Computer Society, they might just take away your membership. This could leave you looking like a fool with your reputation tarnished. So be ethical and buy before you download. Thanks for watching. This is the end.